Hey guys, it's Sara Oehler from Softflex Company here for another Softflex Live Design Challenge. Today we are going to be featuring a bead store that is near and dear to my heart because they opened their doors to me while I've been here in the Bay Area to teach classes at their store in Concord, California. Now Concord is just east of San Francisco. So it's in the East Bay area and very close to where I've been staying in Berkeley. And I have to say I've been super impressed with Just Bead It for a number of reasons, but one of the biggest reasons is when I've taught classes there last month and then coming up this weekend, they've almost entirely filled up my classes. And that says a lot about their education program that they must be running there at the store to have just a huge supply of students to draw from and fill up the classes that I've been offering. So that has been super awesome. So I'm glad to see all of you guys are joining me. If you've never been to a Softflex Design Challenge before, basically the idea is a company sends me a box. I have no idea what's in it. And I open it here with you. We all look at what's in it and then we make something today sort of on the fly. So I'm very hopeful that I haven't failed yet. I've always made something, not always the best something, not always the worst something, but I always make something. We'll find something we're gonna make today, hopefully. So one of the things that I was reading, I always get notes from the companies that are sending boxes. Just Bead It put a ton of work into this design challenge because they normally don't sell a lot of things online. You can check out their website at www.justbeadit.com. But they added a bunch of different kits that are going to be applicable to what I'm opening in the box. So they didn't tell me what's in the kits, but I know that each kit comes in various colorways, and then they also added some project kits that have instructions and all the beads needed in order to recreate whatever the project is that they're focusing on. So they added a bunch of really cool things for you on their website, and then they're gonna do a giveaway, and we've got a great discount coupon, so there's a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera and just get started. For all of you out there that are watching this later on replay, you can always fast forward through this part and skip to the beading if that's your desire. Most of the people on live understand that I am interacting with the people here, and that's why they watch it live. You can also go to the Softflex Company YouTube page for straight up tutorials. A lot of folks that watch it on replay sometimes get a little annoyed with all the talking, as I've mentioned a million times before, but there's always at least one comment about it. So I went ahead and posted our information for our gift certificate giveaway and our discount code here at the top. I felt like this would be a lot easier than me repeating it a zillion times. So basically the idea is you can enter to win a $20 gift certificate. This is gonna be good in their store or on their website, which is justbeaditconcord.com. What you need to do to enter is like the Just Bead It Facebook page and then comment on their giveaway post. And that way they'll pick from those comments on the giveaway post and message the winner. Let me get a little more comfortable in my positioning here. And then the second thing that they're offering is a 20% discount at their website, justbeaditconcord.com, or you can use it in store. It's a one-time code, and the promo code is SFFB, so Softflex Facebook Live, L-I-V-E. Both offers end next week, August 2nd. The winner will be chosen after that for the giveaway, and the coupon code is good until then. So lots of good stuff coming from Just Bead It. And I do have a few spots left in my class with them on Saturday. She said the class that had the most spots, I think it had like 3 spots available, is my Seed Bead Revolution class, which is a design from the new book that I am just putting out that you can order on the Softflex website. And then there was just 1 or 2 spaces left in the other 2 classes. One of them was knitting, which I do happen to have, was knitting like this. So we're using 014 to knit a bangle bracelet. And the other one was an earrings class. So it has all sorts of fun ways to use Softflex to make earrings. So welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. I see all sorts of my friends chiming in here. Hi, Sue. Hi, Bridget. Hi, Wiley. I'm going to start opening this. So they forgot to write attention on my package, and it came to the Softflex office. And so my coworker opened it. So if you're wondering why the box is a little mangled, that is why. They thought it was something else. They didn't know what it was. So she opened it and looked in and said, oh, that's not for me. And she put it back together for me, thankfully. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at what's in here. Like I said, I was told ahead of time, they did a whole bunch of work on the website just for this live design challenge, because they wanted to make sure that everybody out there can go to their website and learn more about them and order some of the fun things that I'm going to be showing you today in these various collections. So let's go ahead and read what we've got here. Look at their Just Bead It card. So one thing I also really loved about Just Bead It when I was there is they have a zillion beautiful design examples, and they have them because they are a family-owned business, and each family member does their own beading. And in fact, it was their dad that was the first beader in their family. He started out making wire earrings for their mom in the 1960s. And it just has sort of propelled from there to them opening Just Bead It in Concord as a family in April 2003. And now they've been there and been selling beads for 14 years. So it's a really beautiful story, and when you go in their shop, you can definitely feel like it feels like a family home in some ways, very comfortable, and just like you could put your feet up and hang out there for a while and really enjoy it. And that's how April and Joyce are too. They were so welcoming and just really a joy to be around, like I had known them for a million years. So I'm sure a lot of people would feel that way too. Oh, look, April's here. She says, we love Dad for getting us all started. Yeah, that's so awesome. Okay, so let's jump into the card and see what they have to say. Hi, Sarah. This was such a fun challenge for us to create and pull together 3 different unique bead collections for you to make with beads from Just Bead It. Thank you so much for inviting us to participate. We look forward to watching you design. Good luck. I'm going to need some luck today. Happy beading and best wishes. April, Marie, Joyce, and I don't know the last name. What is that your dad's name? You have to tell me what this last name is. I can't read it. Clinton, maybe? I don't know. You tell me. Kristen says, what a great family business story. It is. And I think anybody that walked in their store would kind of feel that just very family-oriented, homey atmosphere that they provide. Oh, Christine. Thank you, April. Okay, so we've got our $20 gift certificate here. And like I said, in order to enter to win, you're going to go to Just Bead It's page on Facebook and comment on the giveaway post. You also want to like their page on Facebook so that they can communicate with you if you win. And don't forget about this 20% off coupon code. If you see something you like today, then you can definitely go order it. And I believe you can order it in several color ways. And I'm sure April will be posting some links as we start opening so you guys can take a look at that online. Okay, so we've got a couple different things here to look at, and I'm gonna have to kind of decide what's going on here. Okay, so we've got one that's marked boho chic, and it says curated bead collection featuring stone and check glass. We've got dazzling bead weaving, curated bead collection featuring multi-hole check glass and Japanese seed beads. Ooh, you know what that goes along with? Seed bead revolution. Nice, I'm excited for that one. And then Alhambra bracelet, bead kit pattern and design by Just Bead It. So she did fill me in that one of these packages is an actual design kit that you could order on their website. It comes with instructions and materials to make a very specific design. They were interested in seeing if they gave me one of these design kits, what I would make that would be different than what they made with the same materials. So we'll definitely open that up and take a look at that. And these guys are the ones that I was talking about that come in different color assortments. So if you go to their website, you're able to purchase, I think, exactly what I open, but you can also, look at how cute these tags are, but you can also purchase it in different colorways. So the first one we're gonna open is Dazzling Bead Weaving, multi-hole check beads and Japanese seed beads. You know, working on Seed Bead Revolution was so much fun because we worked with so many different kinds of beads. Kristen and I used Tila beads, half Tila beads, super duos, super unos, mini duos. We used rulas, we used dragon scales, we used so many different kinds of beads. We used O beads. So it was really a treat because I hadn't used all of them before. I had mostly just used the super duos. And it really stretched my imagination with the different kinds of things that you can do with soft luxe beading wire. So there are some really cool things here, guys. We've got, first and foremost, just a basic Japanese seed bead in my most favorite turquoise color. Beautiful. And we have got a beautiful clasp, a toggle clasp, a pave crystal toggle clasp. Gorgeous. We have got Checkmates quadra tiles in opaque purple. Those are cool, and I've never used them before, and I can totally see how you could weave soft flex through them. So I'm pretty excited about those. These are Checkmates cabochons, and it appears to me like they are 2-hole beads, but they're called cabochons because they have the rounded top and the flat bottom. Let's start taking one out so you can kind of see. Hey, Maureen. Maureen was in my class just last weekend here at the Soft Flex Gallery Open House. Thank you for all the people that wished us well. We had a really nice time. So this is a 2-hole bead, but you can see it lays flat and then it has a round dome top. And again, those are called Checkmates cabochons. Really pretty. And this color is saturated metallic shark skin. That's a creative name. Okay, and I don't know if I didn't show you guys a single one of these quad beads. Let me do that too. Can't you imagine how you could weave the soft flex through that and it would look so awesome? I'm gonna try it today, you guys, for sure. So we also have some larger seed beads, just a round tube of size 6 rainbow crystal metallic purple lined seed beads. Really pretty colors. I love purple. Oh, this is called a Trinity bead. This is another new seed bead I haven't tried. I told Kristen when we were doing the book just in the process of doing the book, new beads came out. And I was like, oh, if this book does well, we're going to have to do Seed Bead Revolution 2 to cover all these other beads that just came out. But Kristen and I won't talk about doing Seed Bead Revolution 2 for a little while because she's probably pretty worn out with the design process. So let's not talk about it. Okay, so let's see, Trinity beads. That's what this is called. And you can see it's like 3 seed beads forming a triangle connected together. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna leave a couple of these guys out just to play with them when I get these quad beads out to try. Okay, we've got some O beads. They call them demi-round size 8 in a metallic rainbow iris. I know them as O beads. Maybe they're a different brand than what I've been using. Kristen, part 2. So Kristen is supposed to receive our first print copy of Seed Bead Revolution today, hopefully, for us to do our final proof on it. And then we'll be able to order books for everybody that has already pre-ordered. Aren't those cool, you guys? These little round O guys? I think they're so cool. Really neat. So if you haven't ordered your Seed Bead Revolution yet, the only place you can order it is the Softlex Company website. We're doing pre-orders and until the very end of this month, they're $21.99. Then it goes up to its regular price, $23.99. So all you who decided you could order ahead and wait, you're getting a little bit of a special discount. So these are called, what is the name on these? Are they Matubo? Is that the name, April? Matubo beads? I've never used these ones before. So they look like little diamonds and they're 2-hole beads. So there's 2 holes running through, one on either side. And it's kind of domed, you know, it's got like a soft top with a flat back, looking like a little shiny diamond. Different brand, yes, dummy beads are made by Toho Japanese glass seed beads and are half the length as their seed bead counterparts. I see. Gem Duo. Okay, so I think these are called Gem Duos. Whoop. These are cool. I like them. Could definitely see some soft flex designs with these. Awesome. Let's keep everything together. I'm not making a huge mess today, you guys. I'm not doing it. Okay, Inside Color Rainbow Crystal Tanzanite lined size 8 seed beads. And again, if you just joined us, we are looking at stuff from justbeaditconcord.com that you can order from their website in different colorways. And this is one complete kit package that you would get, but it would be a mixture of different colors, or you can get this exact one, I think, too. So let's open this up. I'm going to assume this is a list of everything I just opened, which would have been helpful to open, you know, right at the beginning. But that kind of breaks it down. Included treasures featuring multi-hole check glass and Japanese seed beads. Rochelle says, good luck, Sarah. I know. I end up spending the whole afternoon after the video trying to clean up my mess. So, and I've got a ton of stuff to do today, so hopefully I can keep it organized. Well, I definitely know that I want to play around with this, so why don't we go ahead and do that, and then we'll open another kit after. I feel like the Tanzanite would look really pretty with this particular color. I always like purple and Tanzanite together. I also really like the spinel, but it's quite a bit darker. with this kind of light purple. And of course we have purple, but I don't think we need purple on purple. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna do some weaving just to see how it behaves. If I have to go through a hole more than once though, I'm not sure 019 will fit through. So I'm almost wondering if I have to do 014. Maybe some black 014. Let me see if it'll fit. 014 will fit through this hole twice. That's the first test. So this is Softlex. If you're not familiar with Softlex, this is the company I work for, and it is a product that Just Bead It carries in their store. It is a marine quality stainless steel beading wire. This particular one has 21 strands of stainless steel braided together in a proprietary braid, and then it has a, in this case, black nylon coating. The color's right in the nylon coating, so it doesn't ever change. The nylon's actually all black. It also comes in satin silver and white and bone. This particular diameter comes in copper and brass and a kind of a bunch of different colors. Sue says that it's a sign of a good beader if their desk is messy. Well, I definitely have that down. Okay, so the 014 definitely fits. Let's try the 019 just so we know. Does it fit twice? Just for, it doesn't look like it would, but just to be sure. And I don't think so. It's a little tight. I might get it squirmed through, but it's gonna be a little too much work. More work than I'm willing to do today. So let's do some 014 and see how this goes. So I'm gonna do two pretty long lengths. I'm probably working on a bracelet, but you know me, I don't really know what I'm doing till I've done it. so it could be anything at this point. I'm just gonna get another piece of wire that's a similar length. And what I'm thinking about doing, who knows if it'll actually work or not, is weaving these back and forth through these quad beads to make something. So I'm using a bead stopper. These are super helpful. If you don't have them, you need them. They clip open. They have all these fun little colored handles on them. And your wire clips in it and then it holds tight so you don't have to worry about it slipping or sliding. And it's great in a project like this. Let me move some of this stuff out of my way. And I'm just gonna start this pretty simply. I mean, I could probably add some other beads and things in, but I just wanna see if this is gonna work first before I even think about anything else. So what I did was I passed the wire on one end through one of the holes in one direction. I passed the wire on the other end through the hole in the opposite direction. And I am going to bring this up to my bead stopper. And my hope is that I'm going to be able to continue doing this through multiple beads. So I'm going to do the same thing through the next hole in this quad bead. I'm going to pass one wire through one way, and then I'll pass the other wire through the other way. And then I'm going to add another bead. So I'm going to get my next quad bead and go in opposite directions. Like this. And I'm just going to keep doing this for a few passes and kind of see what we get. So this is where we're at now. I've added another bead and I'm going to keep going. Eventually, I will wire the other side as well, so that they're all connected, and we'll kind of see as we do a few more how it kind of lays down and looks, and if we like it. That'll kind of give us some more information. So more things about Just Bead It. One of the things that I really liked is they carry a lot of different kinds of products. They carry a large variety of seed beads. In fact, there's 1,000 different colors, finishes, and sizes, and you can kind of see that from this kit here, that they've got a really wide assortment when it comes to seed beads, which, you know, I'm really kind of into, and I think most people are pretty into right now. Kind of see what I'm doing. They also have a lot of check glass, handmade lampwork, fire polish, pressed glass. They have the 2-hole, multi-hole check glass beads like the ones I'm using today. I believe these are check beads. You can correct me if I'm wrong, April, because I don't know where the package went. Oh yeah, they're Checkmate's Quadra Tiles Opaque Purple. And keep going back and forth. If I get a few of these on here, you know, I probably won't do the whole thing while you guys are sitting here with me, but if I can get a few on, then we can kind of see what's going to happen, and if we like it or if we don't like it. If it's a nope, this isn't working, or if this is a yeah, this is new and different and cool and I like it type of a project. So more on what Just Bead It carries. They also carry Swarovski and Preciosa crystals. They carry a wide assortment of findings from Tierra cast, vintage, plated metal, and some precious metals too. Of course, they carry soft wax. You know, according to me, the most important product of them all in any bead store, besides the beads, of course. But they also carry, oh, and they carry our craft wire too, beading and craft wire. And they carry Griffin silk cord, leather, stretchy cord, fire line, a lot of different materials, basically. And they have a big selection of stone beads, vintage glass, chain, tools, and books. So lots and lots of different things. And I'm gonna go through this. We'll get just a couple more on here so we can get a good look at it. It would have been more fun with like tanzanite, I think. But it's still really cool. I like it. You know me, I'm a color girl. I'm sure a lot of people out there probably prefer black or copper or bronze. Of course, I always kind of gravitate towards those colors in soft flex because I love them so much. Okay. What's really kind of cool is you could even do something where it's when it bends, like if you were making earrings or you were making like a bangle bracelet, you could do like things hanging off of all of these holes on the outsides of the quads. I'm still kind of the mindset that I'm weaving it together in a straight strand like this that's going to hopefully comfortably bend this way, but I want to get a little further along to kind of see where that's going to go, and then I'll get a better idea of, you know, if this is working or not working. And if you've just joined us, I'm opening a package from Just Bead It today. You can find them at justbeaditconcord.com, and up here I have information about how you can win a gift certificate and then a discount coupon that you can use to order some of the materials that I am using today in my design challenge. So another thing that Just Bead It offers is classes. Like I talked about earlier, I taught a class there last month and I'm teaching 3 more this coming Saturday. But hands down, of all the places I taught here in the Bay Area, they filled up my classes the best, which tells me that they have a really strong educational component in their store with a lot of really great students to pull from. And my students there were just really, really great. I really enjoyed teaching at their store and I'm looking forward to returning on Saturday to 3 almost full classes. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So this is what we have so far. I'm thinking this is going to make a really cool bracelet. It is a little stiff, but I think as I keep going, it's probably going to lighten up. I think what I'll start now is weaving the other side so I can kind of see how that interacts once it has like a second side being woven. Hopefully I have enough 014 here because I wasn't planning on using 014. And I used a lot of my 014 in my knitting spool class, and I've been using a lot of 014 in my Russian spiral class. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna need a little bit more 014, so I think we'll just go ahead and run into the gallery and grab that super fast. Okay, here we go. Super duper fast, just gonna grab some 014. You guys are so patient with me when I'm doing stuff. I'm just running by. Rose is talking to a customer, so we're gonna try to be quiet. Okay, so looking at my rack. Look at all these colors, you guys. Isn't that amazing? Let's find the 014. And we're using black. There we go. I found it. I got it. Okay, here we go. Just go really fast. Not interrupt what's happening in here. Really, really fast. Here we go. Oh, Bridget, she says, I have cerebral palsy and their products are easy to work with. That's so nice to hear. Okay, we got it. I'm just a little out of breath. I was sick earlier this week, so I just with a little cold, but not quite back to normal, whatever normal is. And so I'm a little more tired than usual, but doing okay. Lydia says, I need that rack of beading wire at my house. Me too. Wouldn't that be handy? Okay, so I'm going to get my length of Softflex. Valencia is asking where we're located. Softflex is located in Sonoma, California. We have a gallery mostly of specialty beads, very nice gemstones and glass. We're only open on Wednesdays except for really special occasions. And mostly you can find our products at local bead stores like Just Bead It, which is located in Concord, California. They're a really good spot to find our products too. Okay, so I think I'm going to do a second bead stopper because I don't want to, well, I guess it should be okay if I let this go. So I opened up my bead stopper. I'm going to add 2 more wires, hopefully, if I can get a handle on them. Oh. Okay. And I'll clip those together in one kind of area here. Okay, so now I'm going to weave on the other side just to kind of see how it reacts. Because Softflex is a wire and not a thread, it is very soft and flexible, but there are times like when you're weaving where it can become a little more stiff than I would like. And so that's when I kind of have to do a little testing to see, okay, does this work? Do I have to loosen up the weave to make it work better? You know, how is it going to lay once, like in theory, this is a great idea. How is it going to lay when it's actually on human skin and somebody's trying to wear it? So that's where this sort of testing thing comes in, to kind of see how it's going to turn and actually fit my wrist if I'm going to wear it on my wrist. So I'm doing the same thing I did before. I'm taking one wire in one end and then another wire through another end. This I think is called ladder stitch. I actually used it on a few different projects in a few different ways in Seed Bead Revolution because it is just such a handy stitch for soft flex. It works really well with our product and allows you to kind of attach things in all sorts of different cool ways. So get through here. Yeah, I think this is going to work. I think this could be really cool when it's done. It might take me longer than today to do projects though, because I've got such cool 2-hole beads and 4-hole beads to work with. So it's more seed bead weaving than I normally would do in a live design challenge where it's kind of fast and furious. But this has me really inspired to be able to show you guys how to use the soft flex in this way. Especially the 014, you know, I use the 014 so frequently, especially in these videos because of the colors. But 014 is great for bead weaving. You can do all sorts of really cool things with it. And it's so strong, so much stronger than a thread because of that steel that's running through its core. So if you've just joined, all these beads are available through justbeaditconcord.com, and you can find out some more information up here on how to win a gift certificate and also how to get a discount on their website. So Just Bead It also gets really involved in their community. I was reading some of the notes from April today. I always ask people to kind of really give me some thorough information about their store so that I can share it with you guys as I'm beading, you know, when I have some free time to talk. And she was telling me, ooh, is this one doesn't have an open hole, which means I need a beading awl, which I again don't have right here. So hate to do this again, but let's run and get a beading awl real fast and see if we can open up that hole. And any of you that have never used a beading awl before, this will be kind of a nice opportunity to see what that looks like. It doesn't always work, but I've found like in the super duo beads, sometimes the hole just has like a little bit of glass over the top of it, and when you take the beading awl into it, you can kind of just knock it out. So let's see. And this is what a beading awl looks like. There's two options on our shelves. We have a metal, we have a PVC handle one. I assume you guys probably have one of these that Just Bead It. Is that right, April? I imagine you'd have a similar in your store. So it's kind of a standard, really inexpensive tool that just is really nice for moments like this where you got something stuck in your bead hole and need to get it out. Okay, so I've got my beading awl. It looks like this. It's like a straight stick. And have you used these to clean out the holes in the quad beads before, April? And what I'm going to do is, you can see, if I hold it up close, you see how that bead just isn't quite open? It's not totally covered, it just has like a little chunk of glass inside of it. So I am just going to set it down and very gently use the point on this beading awl and see if I can just kind of knock that out. You can kind of hear it crunching. That's the glass inside there. Hopefully snapping out. There we go. And I just put it right through that hole. There we go. And now we've got an open bead hole again, so we can keep going. Handy tool. Everyone should have one, and rather than having it in the gallery, you should have it right on your beading table and ready to go. So I'm gonna get back to my weaving pattern here, and then we'll kind of take it out of this bead stopper and just kind of play with it and see how it feels and decide if I should continue forward after the live show to make a full bracelet. I think so. I think this is going to be kind of cool. At least it will be unique, if nothing else. I could see adding in other kinds of 2-hole beads too. So like you could do a 2-hole bead between each one, and that would be kind of cool. You could also do like a big crystal where you can fit the wires through, all 4 wires. Could do a big crystal between each one. That would be really neat. Maureen says, really great having a store while you're working outside your door. Extremely helpful, Maureen. Yes, extremely helpful. Yeah. Chris says, can't be a live show without forgetting something. Yeah, the difficulty about this particular kind of live show is I really can't plan ahead. I mean, I can have a general idea. I'm gonna probably need some soft flex and some crimps maybe. I just got myself all confused here. But I can't tell you exactly what I'm gonna need because I don't even know what's in the box until I open it. So it's always like really hard to even know. So it has been a blessing being here in Sonoma and having the gallery right here because I can just go get anything that I need. The upside of doing it, you know, in my home office in Arizona was that I do have most everything and it's kind of right there. I don't have to actually travel to another room to get it. But soon I will be bringing all of my bead stuff here and it will be in my office. So since I'll be here for the whole school year or some portion of it, I will be having all my soft flex stuff here in Sonoma, so things will get a little easier probably. Okay, so we're almost through all of these. And tightening it all down. One more hole. And again, I'm just going back and forth using soft flex 014 in black and these check quad beads. Okay, so we've got at least 5 of them, which is going to give us kind of an idea. Yeah, I think that's going to bend fairly nicely when it comes to making a bracelet. It does look like my tension is a little off in a few spots. So I need to, you know, make sure I'm making the same sized loop on either side. But I definitely think this could work. And at the very least, is sort of the beginning of something that I can investigate further, you know, actually adding more beads in between each one to see what that looks like, and then kind of continue investigating as a design example. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this. These are really cool beads, and I think this could be the beginning to something really, really awesome. Sue Purdy says, seed beads in between may make it more flexible. Yeah, that's true. And then like I said, even a big bead in between where all 4 wires run through the big bead and then come back out and weave again. I kind of like the idea of trying that to see if that would work. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that I can continue doing with this to get it to where I really like it, and probably make, you know, several different kinds of designs for different things based on just the beginning of this pattern. Awesome. That's really fun. It could be a fun earring just like this too, with the, if I were to crimp all these pieces down here at the bottom to make a tassel, you could see that being really neat too. Okay, so I'm gonna keep investigating these awesome beads that they sent to me. Again, they're called Checkmate's Quadratiles, and they came in the Dazzling Bead Weaving Kit, which Just Bead It Concord.com has in a few different colors on their website, so you can get different colorways. And I just scratched the surface of this kit. There's a bunch of other items here that are really cool too. You could do a similar style sort of ladder stitch with these 3-hole beads going, you know, from top to bottom, that I could see being really cool. And then these are really awesome too. You know, let's just take those out just to take a closer look. Like, these are 2-hole beads that line up like this, and they're flat on one side and they're sort of a cabochon on the other side. So I imagine even just like a simple seed bead, like a turquoisey seed bead between each one would look really pretty. I mean, just to like play around. Let's just see what that looks like on the other side of this black wire that I was using. So we'll do one of these little tiny guys. These are size 15s, I think. No, are they? Approximately 8 to 9. No, they're size 11s. They're not that tiny. They just look really tiny because they're transparent. So tiny, I can't even focus on it. So if I run this through here and then grab another one, I mean, you can do some really simple designs with these guys too. They don't have to be complicated weaving designs. You can simply string, just like that, a full design, and just crimp on both sides. And you'll have 2 wires running through it, of course. So let me pick up my size 11 seed bead, and then the second hole here in the cabochon bead. So if you want to keep it simple, if you're just a stringer and you know you're just starting out making jewelry and you're not into bead weaving, you could definitely do something really easy and simple like this too. And you could do, you know, obviously you would do the whole strand. I'm just kind of playing around here. Let me, boop, boop, boop. Do that. And then we'll do it on the other side. You guys even seeing this? I feel like I'm a little erratic today with my hand movements. So you would do a whole 2 strands, but you could make a really simple bracelet. And it's nice because it's flat on the side that's actually attaching to your wrist, but you have the kind of beautiful texture of the cabochon, you know, popping off of your wrist from there. So nice and easy and simple. And then I would just crimp. You could even use this clasp. Maybe I'll finish this design too, because I can definitely do this today pretty quickly. You would just crimp to your clasp and you've got a really simple but very elegant, very beautiful bracelet, and not difficult to use at all. Yeah, So that's another nice way to use some of the beads in this kit. I also really like these triangles. They're way cool. I can think of some different things that I would like to do with those too. So yeah, lots of different shapes. So definitely if you haven't worked with some of the new styles of beads that are out there, this is a fantastic kit to just get a little bit of a bunch of different things and start testing things out and seeing how it interacts with the wire and your threads and all the different things that you have at home that you're using. Yeah, so these little guys are called Checkmate cabochons. You know, every single specialty bead in this mix is one that I have not used, even though I just did Seed Bead Revolution, which has all those new innovative shapes of beads. So it just goes to show how many types of beads they have come out with in the last 5 years. I mean, it's really amazing. And there's tons of great projects in Seed Bead Revolution that could work with all of these beads, anything that's the 2-hole bead especially, because you can just, instead of doing a Tila, you could do a cabochon. Instead of doing a super duo, you could do a cabochon and kind of intermix it in a different way and make it your own. Hey Lori, thanks for joining us. We're opening from justbeaditconcord.com. And they have put together these really cool kits that are available on their website in various colorways. And this is just the first one. We just got excited and started making something. This one was called Dazzling Bead Weaving. Got excited, started making something. We started off making this guy here, which I'm going to keep playing with as a bracelet and kind of see where I go with that. And then we made just a simple sample of what you could do with a bracelet with just 2 strands of wire running through these cool cabochon beads and seed beads. And I'll definitely finish that one up today and get a good picture. And even if I don't finish this one, guys, I'll take a good picture so you can really see it well. Sometimes a picture, you know, after the fact can be so super helpful. Okay, so let's clean off our space here so we can open up the next one. I'm going to try to make something from at least one something from each kit so we can kind of test out the different materials. So let's move on to Boho Chic. And this again should be available on their website. You can use the coupon code for 20% off. It's SFFB Live. So Soft Flex Facebook Live is the acronym that they're using there. Let me see if I can get this guy off. Just Bead It is located in Concord, California. And they are a great little family-owned bead shop. Been there for, I think, 14 years. Is that what I had said earlier? You can also find them if you're in the Bay Area. They're going to be at Babe, which is the Bay Area Bead Extravaganza in Oakland every year. It's in November. We're going to be there too, so that's a good place to see both companies. And they're also going to be at the Concord Gem and Mineral Show, which has 25 dealers that will be showing rocks, minerals, fossils, and precious and semi-precious stones. That sounds kind of cool. Maybe I'll go to that just on my own since I should probably be here. What are the dates on that, April, for the Concord Gem and Mineral Show? Maybe I'll try to swing down there for that. Or swing over, I guess. I'm going to be living in South Albany, North Berkeley. So it's kind of over rather than down. Down from here. I'm going to open this first. Look at how I can learn. I do learn. So let's open this first so we can see what it is that we're looking at. And I don't have to wonder. Oh, it's the same weekend as Babe. Oh, well, that'll be difficult because I'm hoping to go to Babe. Okay, so goodness, there are some cool things here. Okay, so can you guys hear this? This cool chain, can you hear it jingling? Jingle, jingle, jingle. This is called multi-bobble belly dancer chain, and I have 6 inches of it. I feel like I should get up and do a little belly dance. We've got a tassel, which is gorgeous, and you know I love a good tassel. And it has a silver top, which I really love because I wear a lot more silver than gold. Rochelle says I'm a quick study. Sometimes, Rochelle. Sometimes. Okay, so we've got Matubo 3 cut size 6 seed beads. I'm going to guess those are these here. And they're cool because they are not only my favorite turquoise color, but they have kind of little gold flecks on them, which is really awesome. I like that. And the next thing I see is 4mm Druck round. I am going to guess, which one's that? 4mm Druck round. It's a check glass. I don't know. There's a 3mm Druck round too, which is what's kind of throwing me off because they look, oh, maybe it's these. Is it these, April? Are these the Druck rounds? I'm not a huge, I am a beater, but I'm mostly a Softlex beading wire seller. So I think these are the Druck rounds. Yes, okay. 3mm and 4mm. So we've got 2 different sizes. And then we've got some dark green aventurine 6mm round stones. So we've got some gemstones with the glass. We've got some blue crazy lace agate faceted rounds. That's these guys here. Let's take those out. Those are gorge. Look at how pretty those are. These again are blue crazy lace agate faceted rondelles. Really pretty. Let me get my pen here. Okay, and then we've got 5mm melons. These look like Hawaiian flowers to me. These look like dahlias. So would these be the melons? I don't know. Maybe I'm not such a quick study. Let's just look at the pretty beads. Look at how pretty those are. They have a really gorgeous blue center. Lori says, I love this kit and my favorite check glass. Yeah, there's some really pretty, gorgeous check glass in here. Really, really pretty. I see some beautiful fluorite color here. I saw definitely some of our blue topaz color before. These are so pretty. What am I gonna make? I am so jazzed. I definitely like the belly dancer chain as a tassel with the tassel in the front. So we got to figure that out. Look at how sparkly these are. I'm not even like really in the light and they're so sparkly. You guys did such a good job. April and Joyce were talking to me about picking their kit when I was there in June, like 6 weeks ago. And I think they have been laboring over just the right items. And they did such a good job. You guys did a really good job. These are beautiful. So I'm seeing, I want to use everything. Is that possible? Could I just go ahead and use everything? Okay, so I definitely like this, but I don't know if the silver on the tassel is really going to go with it. So maybe we'll just kind of make this into a tassel. I wish I had, maybe I do in my vintage stuff, like a cone to put on the top of this would be so rad. Is it too much to ask for is the question. Let me rummage here. See what I have. Yeah, I think it's going to be too tall of an order today. What I was thinking about is how you could attach this inside of a cone and just make your own beautiful, gorgeous tassel. I can still do that by attaching at the top for sure. I just would have really loved a cone at the top. Carolyn says she wants this kit. Well, Carolyn, you should order it at justbeaditconcord.com and use SFFB Live. And I think they have it in other colors too. I love these colors, but you know, if you were to want it in other colors, you could definitely do that. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing a bronze soft flex or brass colored soft flex with this kit. You could also do really pretty fluorite, but I kind of want the beads to be the center of attention here because they're just so gorgeous. So let's play around with how we organize these guys in a way that is pretty. I'm thinking a long necklace rather than short. I don't have enough to do that, but I do have this too. So I'm just kind of organizing, you know, what I think would look kind of nice. And then we can kind of go from there. I could see this being really pretty with braided soft flex. I feel like these would be pretty in between each bead. So let's pour some of these guys out too. Okay, so to attach the soft flex, I'm gonna use some gold-filled crimp tubes, and I'm going to just use a regular magical crimper here. So they're these guys here. If you've never used these before, they are one of the world's best inventions. I did not invent them. I use them so frequently that sometimes people think that I invented them, but a wonderful woman named Josephine in Prescott Valley, Arizona, I think she's still living there, invented them and works through different manufacturers to make them. And so I can't take credit. I can take credit for loving them and using them often, but not for making them. Okay, so I'm gonna do a really simple necklace here using this as a tassel. I might attach a cone like I talked about at some point here at the top because I think that would just look so beautiful. But for now, I'm just gonna crimp. I'm cutting this sort of in half and I'm just gonna pick a jump ring here to put my wire through. I've got my gold-filled 2x2 millimeter crimp tube on my wire from Soft Flex. I am a stickler about Soft Flex crimp tubes. I know that April and Joyce do have some. I don't know if they're probably just available in their store, but I demanded them for the earrings class that I teach because I have taught that class before and let people bring their own crimps, and it is a total nightmare. So good quality crimps are extremely important when you want to make a good connection and make sure that it doesn't fall apart. So these crimping pliers have just one hole in the center. It's sort of identical on each side. I can kind of give you guys a look. And when you put it together, it creates a dome that this 2x2 millimeter crimp tube just fits in perfectly. You want to get it nice and centered. And if you center it properly, you're going to get 4 little corners that look sort of like a little ravioli. And then I'm going to turn it on its side and compress again. And April, if you want to link to anything, like any of the kits or anything on your website, feel free to do that. And you can make it easy for people to find things. I'm going to go around and around it. So I am compressing the tips of that crimp or the edges of the crimp into the nylon coating of the wire so that when I pull on this, it's a nice, strong, straight connection. And then I can go ahead and use my cutters to cut off the extra wire. So now I've got my connection there. And I kind of pulled a long length. I'll have to kind of measure it again here in a minute. I feel like I should put some of this beautiful aventurine into it too. I really like the green with the brass and the blue. I mean, this just really is a beautiful, beautiful kit. So I've got my crimp, and we'll just kind of play around with the order here to see what we like and how we want it to be. I'm going to start with one of these little seed beads. It might actually even fall. Yeah, goes right to my crimp tube. And then I think I might do one of these guys. I have these guys too to think about. Ooh, the possibilities are too much. Have I told you guys lately how much I love my job? This is the best job on earth, isn't it? Like, I get paid to do this? This is fantastic. Okay, and speaking of best job on earth, it is, I talk about Mike Sherman, one of the owners, all the time. I very rarely get a chance to talk about the other owner, who's named Scott Clark, and it is his birthday today. And I can't say enough really great things about Scott. He is the most selfless person I have ever met in my life. He would literally take the shirt off his back for you and he's just such a loyal, caring, really lovely person to know. So I would love to wish him a happy birthday out there, and I don't know if he'll end up getting a chance to see this, but you know, I hope he's having a fantastic day because he deserves it. He's amazing. Okay, so we're kind of just going to play around with the order, and that's how I bead. I'm not really a big planner. I like to kind of just see how things work or don't work and then kind of go from there. Yeah, I'm liking this for sure. What are you guys thinking? What am I missing? Should I add some of the aventurine to it? I kind of like it. I mean, it will just be one long strand and it'll come down on the other side with the same assortment of beads. I'm not opposed to doing a different assortment on the other side, but I do like how this is looking. Lydia says need some metal. Yeah, like I need to add some of these guys in maybe. I have one here. Maybe I needed to do that between each one. Let's try it and see what it looks like. Best job ever. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Mike. Best job ever. Okay, so I kind of was wondering what this, I feel like this is just a little bigger. Would it look better on the bottom? Nah, I like this one. Oops. I think I'm making a mess. What happened? I promised myself I wouldn't do that today. Add the green up toward the top around the neck area, maybe. Okay. You mean the green, the aventurine? Is that what you mean by that? I wonder what it would be like. Yeah. Are we liking the addition of the metal? Kristen says extra metal beads sound good. repeat, repeat. Hopefully I have oh yeah, I have enough of these little metal guys. I don't even know if these are actual metal. Are these actual metal, April? These little guys here? They feel a little light. Lydia says, yes, much better. Yeah, I like it. And then this will run around the other side. And I can do, you know, the same pattern over here. And then I'll probably look for a nice bead cap for this too if I can. I know we don't have anything here that would probably work, but I can kind of figure it out. Definitely something I would wear. Why am I way over to the side? Okay, here we go. Brass metal colors, good. This kit is gorgeous. Oh, those are check glass. So these little guys that look like metal are actually check glass beads that just have kind of a metallic finish to them. And let me hold a couple up so you can see. But they look so similar to a metal. So they work really well with this belly dancer chain down here. This kit is gorgeous. Good job, April. Good job, Joyce. Really, really beautiful. And I need to find another bead stopper so I don't lose my design here. I'll go ahead and finish this after the live show and I'll post a picture for all of you to see. Thank you for your help on that design. Especially you, Lydia. You had good feedback. Okay, so let's pick up a little bit here and then we will open this third kit and see what's in it. The third one is actually meant to be a kit to finish an actual design that they have created there in the store. So it'll be interesting to just kind of see what that looks like. I know they have quite a few different projects that they loaded up on their website where you can buy, you know, all of the beads that you need and then the project instructions in one kit. And don't forget, you can use this coupon code up here, SFFB Live, on their website to get 20% off on any of the kits that I'm showing today or the kits that they loaded up with actual project ideas. Oops, I put those somewhere. So I'm just kind of cleaning up a little bit here and then we'll open up this next one and get moving. I still want to use this cool tassel. I am going to use that for sure. The belly dancing chain was calling my name, so I had to go with that. So again, that was called Boho Chic. If you really liked that collection that they curated, I think it comes in some other colors as well. So you've got some good options there on their website. Okay, so next we are going to look at the very last item here, which is the Alhambra bracelet bead kit. There's a pattern and design by Just Bead It in here, and then all the beads needed to make this design. So this is a great way to get inspired. I have done a few bead kits in my day. I learned Cellini spiral a couple years ago through a bead kit. So if you're just feeling like you want to do something that's different, that's out of your comfort zone, sometimes it's nice to try it by using a kit that someone else has created, just to get going with it. And then once you've done it yourself, using their kit, it's a lot easier to start coming up with your own unique ideas and patterns. Could the belly dance section be used going up the necklace as asymmetrical? Oh, Sue, that's a really interesting idea. Let's just look at that real fast because that's kind of an interesting. So something like this, are you thinking about not doing the tassel or sort of like a Y shape like this with maybe a bead up here? Pretty neat. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see something like that happening. Would be kind of cool. Just maybe even a little bit, like to here, and then do beads up the side. That would be neat. Okay, so last bead kit has some size 11 Toho seed beads, size 11 demi-round Toho seed beads, 4mm Drux in check glass, quantity 10, Checkmate lentils, Checkmate brick, and Checkmate tile. Okay, so I thought I was going to see a picture of what you guys made with this. So the idea is I'm going to use these to make something, but it's going to be very different than what you made, I see, because I'm not looking at what you guys used at all. These are really cool colors together. I really like this sort of lime green color and the 4mm beads there. There's some little tiny itty bitty seed beads, size 15s. There's some size 11s. Rochelle says the Y shape is looking good. There's some lentils, which are 2-hole beads. And then there are some, these look like half Tilas, but they're called bricks. They're a different brand than I've used. And tiles, huh? Okay, so this is a really unusual color combination that I would not normally work with, but it's pretty awesome. Okay, so what are we gonna do with this? Let's pour some of everything out and play around with it, because that's the best way to bead, right guys? Go. I'm not pouring those out because those are so tiny. Holy moly. I definitely can see using these, like connecting them in some unusual ways. I could see just straight stringing. I wonder what this would be like, just strung together. Okay, so if I'm just going through it once, I can use a thicker color of wire. So with this mixture of colors, what color of wire am I going to use? I'm thinking about purple. Thinking about purple. Okay, so I'm going to get 2 strands of purple going, like I did on that last design, but we're going to do it a little different in that I'm going to crimp between the 2 parts here. So I've got my soft flex. I'm doing the medium in the purple amethyst color. And I'm actually going to expose the color of the wire for sure. So it's going to actually be one of the darkest colors here. So it's probably going to really stand out, which will be interesting. Okay, so what I was thinking would be interesting is if I could get a pattern and then crimp, you know, each section off so it's its own thing. So I'm thinking I'm going to start with this green color on both wires. And then I'm going to go into one of these, well, maybe one of these guys. It's like a half brick. Let's see. So I'm just stringing my wire through the 2 holes, bring it down so it all fits together. Sometimes I get so lost in the beading portion of this that I forget that there are people watching me trying to figure out what it is that I'm even doing. Okay, so I'm going to string this guy now. which is sort of like a flat oval with 2 holes. And I'm going to string that down here. And then I'm going to do this purple brick bead. I don't know. What are you guys thinking about this color combination? It's so unusual, but I think once I get it going, I might like really like it. For now, I'm a little like, I don't know, how did they get this to work together? You guys are amazing. Oh, you're showing them what the original design looks like? Now it's really gonna be a test to see. Be so curious to see what it looks like. Okay, so do this half size guy, and then 2 more of these. And I was thinking I could just crimp the bundle, but let's see what that's gonna look like. If I crimp and then start it all over again, you know, so you have like the wire exposed on the ends. I'm curious to know what that would end up looking like. I could see this being kind of a cool choker, possibly. But let me see. So I'm going to use a silver crimp tube, silver 2x2 crimp tube. I do have copper. You think copper would look better? I could definitely try copper. Let's see what it looks like. Softflex crimp tubes come in silver filled, sterling silver, gold filled, and then copper. Let's see. We can get this through here. And is it gonna lay right? That's always the question. Is it gonna lay right? Am I gonna like it? Is it gonna be annoying? I think it's good. So I'm gonna take my crimping pliers. I wanna get the wires side by side in this type of design especially, so that it creates a nice straight connection. And I just used these not long ago, so I assume everybody watching probably saw me use them. But if you didn't, you can always go to our YouTube channel, the Softflex Company YouTube channel, and look for magical crimping pliers. You'll know you've done it right if you get your 4 corners. They work really well with our crimps because they're so thick and strong. And then our wire too, the person who designed these crimping pliers designed them based on Softflex wire. She actually comes to our booth in Tucson and demonstrates for us sometimes. So she really likes our wire. Okay, so I think I'll continue that same pattern. And then that gives you just like a peek of the wire, which is kind of cool, adding that dark purple color. Let's see, let's do one more section and then I can kind of tell how I'm feeling about this. This especially might be weird here. I have to get this to lay right, but once I put the other beads on and I crimp it, it should be good. Just never know how things will or will not work. Lori says, love the copper. Do you sell the Softflex crimps in bulk? We do. You can also order anything you order from us. You can order through Just Bead It too. Okay, so we've got something that looks like that. And the copper does look really nice. I don't usually use copper with purple, but it really is quite lovely. Okay, and I'm going to do my little fat guy, and purple guy. There we go. Oh, Lori, I'm so glad you like this design. I'm so curious to see what it is that they made with these beads. It's probably really cool. Okay. And then the green and the purple is actually really pretty together. Green, lime green and purple is a nice combination. Okay, so I think it's working. I can keep going, you know, and sort of see how this plays out. But it's looking pretty cool. It could even be like a really cool bracelet. I could definitely see it as a really cool choker as well. So it's just a really kind of a nice, neat pattern that I definitely have to keep working on. And I'll just, you know, crimp off my next section and then keep going and see what ends up happening. I don't have a lot more, well, I guess I have more beads here on the side. I don't have a lot more of the green beads, so that might make me cut short at a bracelet, but you could definitely take it further if you had more of the same beads, these green beads. So I have had such a fantastic time. I'm just gonna flip you guys around. I've had such a great time doing the design challenge today with Just Bead It. I'm so excited to be in their store on Saturday teaching 3 classes back to back. And I can't wait to see all the students that day. So definitely go to their Facebook page, click to like it, and then make sure you like the giveaway post in order to enter to win a $20 gift certificate that can be used in their store or online on their website, justbeaditconcord.com. You can buy all of our products through Just Bead It if you are here in the Bay Area locally. And you can buy any of the kits that I showed today and get 20% off over the next week using their coupon code, which is SFFB Live, Live, and just put that into their website or take it into the store. I can see Brian saying bye to Rosa behind me if you're wondering who's wandering around back there. That's our wonderful customer service guy, Brian Clark. So at any rate, I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. My next show is in 2 weeks, and it's going to be from Arizona. It'll be my last show in Arizona forever, possibly, for a while at the very least. So it's going to be a live design challenge with Gardan beads, and I'm excited to see what they sent me. The box is actually sitting there in Arizona. I got there before I left here for the Bay Area. I will be in the middle of packing, so it will truly be a challenge, but I plan on doing it. So I'm excited for that, and I will see all of you guys in 2 weeks from Arizona. I may pop in from Beadaholic. I'm stopping there in Los Angeles on the way back to Arizona and shooting a couple videos. So we're hoping to do a Softflex Facebook Live from there on August 3rd. So it'll kind of be an off day, but I'll jump on and let you know ahead of time so you guys can all be there and spend time with us. And I think they'll be doing one on their page too. So hopefully I'll see you then. And thank you, Just Bead It. You did a really great job picking products. I think everybody was very impressed with all 3 of the kits that you sent. So I'll see you guys on Saturday, and I'll see the rest of you guys on the next Facebook Live. Have a great day, guys. Bye.